Good evening, everybody. Um, I wanted to play something that's within one of my kind of like dream career interests, and so I'm going to play a detective game. Um, I don't know, I don't know a thing about this game besides that it's a detective game. It includes investigation, and horror was not in the top five tags for it on Steam. So, I have no idea what I'm getting into. Except I am really just pumped to just overthink the hell out of some puzzles. Um, Here we go. This game seeks to emulate to a certain degree the experience of investigating a murder case. You will need to search each location carefully, find clues to proceed, and use your observations and deduction skills to uncover the hidden secrets. We recommend writing your own notes and or taking advantage of the in-game camera. The game autosaves whenever you enter a location. Should you encounter a bug or problem while playing, such as being stuck behind furniture or getting pushed out of the game world, simply use the reload button in the menu to transport you back to the entrance of the location. Your game will continue from there and you will retain everything found up until that point. Good luck. Okay, so I'm going to do a lot of reading out loud. It'll just help me keep up. Um, So the Hartford Times in Northville, NL. I mean, it's a five-digit zip code, so is it supposed to be like an American place? But then that guy um, who was talking on the phone said A, so maybe it's just I don't know. So we're just gonna say like New London. Um, Regarding who killed Vivian Roberts, August 3rd, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, this metropolis um, of Painscreek, where there are just so many mayors, you just say a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumored that a private investigator was in Painscreek sometime later, but there's nothing more on that. Last week we received news that large swaths of Painscreek County will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit the story and attempt to find out the following. Number one, who killed Vivian Roberts? Number two, what was the motive? And number three, what was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Richard Harris, Editor in Chief. Don't forget to bring the camera. Okay, so I'm going to be thinking a lot out loud, just trying to internalize whatever I'm looking at here. So Vivian Roberts, former first wife of Painscreek, um, never solved, killer never found. Rumored that a private investigator was in Painscreek sometime later, but there's nothing more on that. So I don't know if that means that the private investigator came and then left, or did the private investigator disappear? I mean, surely it would have said if he disappeared, but not quite sure what's going on there yet. Um, Also odd to ask for a front page photograph for a cold case, because we're looking at 4 years difference, right? All right, so let's see what we got here. All right. Oh man, no, let's not do that. Um, Although kudos to the game for like for doing that. There's something posted on the window. Okay, so cemetery gate. I've got my notepad out. I want to feel like a real detective. You press P. Okay. And that's it. Am I going into the sheriff's office? So it saves every time I enter a new location, reload to just reset that. Okay. I'm not sure if it will prompt me every time there's something for me to pick up, but we'll see. Ah! Are there going to be people? Okay, so I'm at the sheriff outpost on Black Pine Road, and the mayor's mansion where everything happened is going to be off of Maple Drive. Oh, yeah, good. Excellent. Okay, I can take a picture of that. Ah, so if I actually hadn't taken that picture, I'm not sure that I would have had that map. I don't know. Right mouse button, zoom the item in. Wow. Oh, I see. Might help if I knew left from right. And I missed, okay, L. If there's a single jump scare in this game, I may not finish it. Okay, so the Moon Cafe on Black Pine, which is the road I'm on. Exquisite recipes to taste. $9.99 in partnership with Ann's County and Inn and Suites. Country Inn. Wait, what is that? Courtyard Inn and Suites. I turned down the resolution a little bit so that it wouldn't be so hard on the computer. On that little hamster that's running around in that cage. If you show our baristas your receipt or room tag, you will receive a free cup of our signature moon latte. No way to turn that over. Okay. Missing Joshua S. Taylor, missing on November 3rd, 1989. Date of birth, 1976. Age, 13. Male, biracial. Red, brown, 5 feet, 80 pounds, and last seen on the playground. 4 Pebble Lane, across the river on the playground. He was wearing his favorite blue jacket. He has a scar below his left eye. Okay, I'm going to actually write some of that down. So, kid's name is Joshua S. Taylor. Missing 1989. Date of birth J23 1976. So he was 13. 4 Pebble Lane. Blue jacket. and a scar below left eye. So already, I mean, my mind's going everywhere with what that could mean. But this happened 5-6 years before the murder. Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife of ex-mayor, found dead in front of her home. Was she on the lawn? Or, let's see here, third death to strike Painscreek in less than a year. Vivian Roberts, the wife of ex-mayor Charles Roberts. Okay, so Charles Roberts was found dead in front of her home on 1 Maple Drive at 7:15 a.m. Mary Martinez, a maid currently working at the mansion, was retrieving the morning paper. When she saw Vivian's body, she immediately called 911. The Painscreek sheriff, James Howard, arrived shortly and the victim was pronounced dead. The time of death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. The body at the coroner's office waiting for an autopsy, so I probably need to drop by the coroner. I think I saw that on the map as well. The people of Painscreek have started grieving for her. Candles and flowers were being placed at the gates in front of her home where she was found. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreek are unsurpassed. She will be missed. I just want to point out that if the time of death happened between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning, and the paper came out with this on the front page, then like somebody was up in the middle of the night and wrote the story and rushed it. And then already by the time that it was rushing, that like they were rushing it, people were bringing candles and flowers in front of the gates. So, I mean, make of that what you will. I'm not trying to be nitpicky. I'm just pointing out that was, I mean, in a game where we're supposed to be paying attention to details, that seemed like a odd detail. They won't let me use this microwave. How am I supposed to have popcorn? Okay, Scott Brooks, Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son, suspected for killing Vivian Roberts. Okay, so Scott Brooks, who's a PK, as we say in the South, a preacher's kid. Chief suspect, witness reported seeing suspect fleeing from murder scene late night. The police apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead. Okay. According to a witness who at this time has wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:50 p.m. When he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion, heading down Silver Lake. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it unusual until a few days later when he came across the newspaper article on Vivian Roberts' murder. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did meet her that night, but that he had nothing to do with her death. Scott was later brought down to the station for further questioning. Okay, so, I mean, one of the first things that comes to mind, of course, is that there was an affair. So that would maybe put the mayor in some sort of light, right? So that happened on July 19th. But when did she die? Like, I haven't. Where's my inventory button? Here we go. It just says in 1995. So I need to get a date on when that happened because it wasn't on. Oh, there's me. That's me, Janet Kelly. Soulless devil. Um, camera. Oh my god, how old is this game? Oh wait, it's supposed to be 1999. So brand new 2.1 megapixel digital camera. 2.1 megapixel. Wow. Let me see here. Oh, I don't. Ooh, that makes me feel weird. I don't want to crouch. Why am I crouching though? Oh, okay. Got a desk key. Was that really all it wanted me to do? Okay. So search for the keyhole. Ah, so this is why I need to crouch. Okay, I use. Okay. So another key. Oop, come here, you. Well, as well, since we're down here. Oh, hello. All right. A journal. Yes, please. Okay. So, Vivian Roberts' funeral was on 7/30/95. Okay. So Bernard the butler, Dorothy the head servant, Derek the family chauffeur, and his mom Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended. So the house staff. Vivian's husband Charles came with their daughter Trisha. Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. I'm suspecting an affair here, and that there might. I don't know that Charles committed the murder, but it would. That's a heck of a coincidence. If he found out about an affair. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Tricia started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Tricia. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother and with her boyfriend being accused as the killer, it must have taken a toll on her. So, okay, I'm seeing how I can be a little bit more judicious about the notes I'm taking. So uh, let's see here. Uh, re combobulate, reverse engineer here. Dorothy is the head servant, and she takes care of Trisha. And then Dorothy's with the loss of her mother, we don't know who her mother is, but with her boyfriend being accused as the killer. Well, on uh, so on July 19th, that's when Scott Brooks is taken in. So we're going to guess that Dorothy is Scott Brooks's girlfriend. So Scott Brooks is the preacher's kid, and then Dorothy is the head servant. Not sure if she lives in the house, but she takes care of Trisha. So okay, so maybe it's not as clear cut as that Scott. It was an affair with Scott because the head servant lives there. So, whoop, I didn't mean to do that. That was James Howard's story. Okay, so um, the town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths occurred, it seems that more and more people are actively looking to leave this town. It's sad to see a once lively town become what it is now. This is written in September 6th, and the murder happened sometime before the 19th of July in 1995. So, I mean, I guess they said that there have been 3 murders in a year. So, December 2nd, 1995. It's almost been 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? What was the killer's motives? She was someone who had earned the love and respect of the community. No employee of hers, nor any citizen of Painscreek reaped any benefit from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. Dadgummit. Well, I mean, yeah, that means that it's obviously not about somebody who loved her. February 20th, 1996. Painscreek Community Hospital has officially closed. The remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that will provide suitable services for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. The patients, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will be reassigned somewhere else. Okay, so, oh, no, dadgummit. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch their grandma play video games? That's the kind of feel you get from me. Um, so I didn't see a name, but there was a name in the there was a name in the achievement, and I didn't catch it. So I'm sure that it'll become evident here in a second. A gate key. Read. Okay, James Howard. Yeah, that was who it was. Oh, and I already knew that apparently. Murder case report. This report is an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott around 11:30 p.m. near the woods north of the mansion. 2 hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing. However, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. So Scott and Vivian were arguing. 2 hunters heard this around 11:30. At 11:50, someone reported seeing Scott near the house. So within 20 minutes of this. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working at the mansion. Okay, so Scott worked there too. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Trisha, who by then had a close relationship with Scott. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect in Vivian's murder. Dated August 6th, 1995. So still 20 days after he was arrested, he was considered the chief suspect. Who's this case report being made to? Looks like a letter. Ah, God. Damn it. All right. So I have a diary. Oh, it's James Howard's diary. Okay. Oh, so what am I doing? Why am I taking pictures of everything if you're keeping it for me? All right. I won't complain. Duplicates are not bad. Anything over here? Ooh. Okay, so Stephen at Anne's courtyard. We're almost ready, I think, to keep going. My cat is knocking over things, so just scared the bejeebus out of me. Regarding work relocation, Dear Sheriff James Howard, due to the decreasing population of Painscreek County over the recent years, we have decided to delegate manpower elsewhere. This letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Grand County starting May 14th, 1998. They lose their sheriff. And then he needs to report before May 12th, 1998. Okay, and that's Richard O'Connell. Lots of Richards. It's kind of like, no, that's kind of writing 101. Don't name all of your characters the same thing. I guess so far it's just my editor and that Richard. Okay. I'm not. Oof. Scary sound. Oh. They're not gonna let me use it. Apparently not. I guess it has to actually fit whatever lock before it will let you use it, which is nice actually. Prevents you from fumbling through all the keys. Okay, so I've got the cemetery code, Sheriff's Office, 1 Black Pine Road. All right. That's the way it came, so we're just gonna. So, I mean, it's completely abandoned. I'm literally just here by myself. I kind of like that actually, because it means that I don't have to expect being scared. Besides the cat banging around in the background. Um, the uh, the kind of atmosphere, ambiance of this is reminding me of the Black Mirror games, which are some of the most hilariously voice acted games you could ever play. It's really just a point and click adventure, but it's pretty dark and has a lot of Lovecraftian stuff in it. Okay, number 4. I'm not exactly sure what street I'm on. Hold on. I'm over here, I think. So I'm on Black Pine Road. Okay. That may mean I will come across. I think somebody lived over here. I don't know who it was. I think it said. Yeah, there's the hospital. And there is. So there's actually 3 murders to possibly investigate. Well, at least 1 disappearance. May end up clearing some people's names, though. Not really any details about where that boy disappeared. Just that he was on the playground. Nothing about what he was doing. Okay. Some interesting kind of like little alcoves here and there. Ooh. Oh wow. All right. Well, but can I? Okay, so I'm looking for a key for that. Well, that was kind of exciting. Wasn't expecting that. Anybody in there? I mean, now that that stump that it was a hollow stump that was for storing things. Now I'm taking another look at even the any of the window dressing here that could possibly be helpful. To help pass the time, I'll and just kind of narrate where I'm at right now. But I was thinking about like, I mean, recently I've been on a huge kick. I absolutely agree. Let's not go into the water. Um, I've been on a huge kick recently about of watching Law and Order, and I've always been like a huge Law and Order. It's hard to say fan. It's more like um, I feel hypnotized by it. And uh, I feel incredibly critical of it as a show and kind of what it's saying, but it does kind of satisfy that itch of like, seeing the inner workings of justice grind on and how using the law kind of like a logic puzzle. In that there are um, plenty of opportunities for creativity with the law, and that whatever problem you're trying to charge head on at is is really just a lock that needs a key, and you can. There are many keys that may fit that lock if you're creative enough about it. Um, can I pull that ladder? I'll try this way first. Is this the cabin? Okay, so am I on Pebble? Let me see here. Okay, yeah, this is no, just where Joshua went missing. I thought that shadow was something and scared the jeebus out of me again. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see these like the human construct of the law being used in creative ways, and there's always like some sort of catch or some sort of fine print on some sort of law or some precedent that gets cited. I'm less excited about the police side of things, even though that's generally the kind of more iconic of the at least Law and Order SVU, which is what I've been watching. To-do list: get more firewood, give Trisha my spare cabin key, fix Mrs. Patterson's sink, visit Andrew at the hospital, check hospital for missing tools. Okay. Ugh, I keep trying to click out of it and it doesn't work that way. Um, what keys do I have again? I'm out of keys. Okay. Um, so I wonder who this is. Who lives here? Um, but anyway, so it's kind of the creativity of the law that you kind of, or the creativity of investigating of and um the imagination it takes to be able to imagine kind of the breadth of a crime that could have taken place. So um this game is scratching a particular itch, especially since it's kind of constructed as these kinds of games are constructed as puzzles. So Now I'm like, could this pit in this rock be what I'm looking for? Okay, so the power's turned off. Did the game designers make this whole place abandoned because they didn't want to animate people? I mean, who does, honestly? So this is the other side of that. Every time I make that sound, that's me recovering the missed heartbeats because I got a little scared. I didn't always have chewed up nerves. This is just it's nighttime and I'm tired and but I'm wanting to play a spooky game, so I'm getting what I deserve. Now, if I can't dig through a trash can, is this really an investigation? Okay, so Town Center and Black Pine. So that puts me right here, I think. Which would suggest that the post office is right there. Haha. Look at that sense of direction. It almost makes it better that I can't remember what the keys do whenever I press them. Pebble Lane. So this is the street where Joshua was killed. Pebble Lane. Or the Pebble Lane is right there. So this is kind of the alleyway behind the Postal Service. Cool. Keep checking to see if I can turn on any power in this town. So one thing I'm not clear on as regards like kind of the rules of the game. I'm not sure that if there's something that I can't interact with yet, do I get the prompt to be able to interact with it and then told that I can't do it yet, or are there going to be things that like are inactive now but then they become active later? I feel like it's going to prompt me for everything if I look closely enough because it's trying not to give me anything. But just still trying to figure it out. Okay, so this is the trail area. Can I get under here? Or the hunting area? I cannot get under there. That's fine. I wish there was a way to check everybody's mail. I guess that's technically a federal crime. So this makes me, yeah, it's definitely supposed to be the United States. But it made me wonder what is the symbol of the Canadian Postal Service? I guess it's the Royal Mail Service. I don't know. Okay. And here we are back at Town Center in Black Pine. Wait, I'm on the other side of it now. So Town Center is a circle. Okay. Okay. Anything here for me? Doesn't look like it. Clicking all around. Nothing to see here. Keep moving. Whoa. All this game has to do now is put, like, literally one person in this entire place, and it will freak me out. They've set me up. Also, part of what's going on is that I have headphones on. Headphones definitely make it a more intimate experience. Is this the Moon Cafe? Okay. So, why not? Let's take pictures of the specials. $2 off of a what? A scarlet? A scarfette? What is that? What are they even saying? Okay, so... Oh, I do need to get in there, though. That kind of looked like our guy. A little bit. Oh, oh god. 1 Maple Drive. Maybe? No, it's not. I just know it's number 1 something. 1 Town Center, I guess. Is that music necessary? Oh. Right. There's no electricity. So where am I? Anne's? Anne's Courtyard Suites? Oh, wait! That Steven guy. Is he here? Or was that message left a really long time ago? Back at the sheriff's station? Flashlight. Where are you, flashlight? Can it? Well, okay. Is there no way to use it? Okay. What? No, surely. Okay, hold on. Options, control. Flashlight L. Ah, okay. Whew. There we go. Okay. Just having to ignore the music. Oh, I mean, yeah, okay. I know how to do darts. Oh, damn it. Okay. Are you gonna let me play them? Ah, cheap. You set me up. Set me up to think I was gonna get to play darts in this abandoned hotel. Okay. Painscreek. What can we learn about Painscreek here? Enjoy your stay in Painscreek. Traverse up the slopes of the Black Pine Mountains. Take in the jaw-dropping views. Take a hike on our trails toward Cherry Creek. Spend the night at Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suites. With the lack of city, Again, it really does hurt me when those typos make it in to the final game. I hurt for the game designers. I know that they didn't want that. So, interesting. So the Roberts estate is actually marked um, as a place to visit, like just because the mayor lived there. Like, would you mark the mayor's house on the map, or is it like a historical place? Hunting licenses from the sheriff. Okay. I mean, not really much there. Not even really telling me much about the place that I couldn't have already guessed from what I know. What's we got here? October 25th of what year? 1 Maple Drive. Right, so 1 Maple Drive is the Roberts estate, and she was coordinating Painscreek's annual fall festival. Dorothy's Famous Pie is available for purchase. $20 ago. 46 Silver Lake Boulevard. As you know, some of the victims were working fathers who were torn away from their families in an untimely manner. If any individual would like to make contributions to the families who were affected by this incident, please contact Father Matthew. So there's a lot of murder that happened here. Working fathers who were torn away from their families in an untimely manner. That makes it sound like a mine incident or something. I don't remember if I took a picture of that, but take a picture of everything else twice, so why not that? 17 Silver Lake, Stevie's Barber Shop. Steve, is this another case of double names here, or is Stevie different than Steven? What kind of special request do you do for a haircut? Okay. Sunday worship. The truth shall set you free. Every Sunday, 8 a.m. Why not? I have no idea what's going to be relevant, so I'll hang on to stuff. Anything? Okay, so that car is locked. Okay, so this is Anne's courtyard and inn, or whatever. And when we were at the sheriff's office, there was a message that was left from Stephen that was asking if the sheriff had received a package. When we arrived and said that he was at Anne's courtyard. So when we arrived at Anne's courtyard and we saw that car, that has to be Stephen's, right? And so this is basically telling us we have to find a Slim Jim and break into his car. So did something happen to the private investigator? Am I now investigating, like, my side quests here? Are they Joshua Taylor's disappearance, the private detective's disappearance, and Vivian Roberts' murder, as well as possibly clearing other people's names and now knowing that a bunch of people died 20 years ago? So obviously this place is cursed. Got a bad case of the curse here. Looking for prompts here so I don't click on everything, or try to. Ooh, key. For 7 Black Pine Road. Okay. So there are lots of keys that I need to find. Painscreek Herald had a website in 1996. How forward. Painscreek Community Hospital closes its doors after 60 years of service. Fund embezzlement suspected as key factor. Painscreek Community Hospital, one of the leaders in long-term rehabilitation for the elderly in Newland. That's what NL stands for. Newland. Finally closes its doors after 60 years of service. Opened in 1936, a humble abode for treating patients and provided boarding for those in need of prolonged treatment. Vivian Roberts saw the need to revamp the hospital in the early 70s. So the Roberts have been around forever. She didn't disappear until 95. She founded the Roberts Relief Foundation with the main purpose to support the needs of the village of Painscreek, starting with the hospital. By the early 80s, the population of the village had declined, and local areas had started to decline rapidly. Many young people who went to college did not return, and the number of seniors was quickly rising. With the increased need, classic me. I'm gonna have to go through and just prune out all of these dumb photos I took. Wait, what? Oh, it's locked. Okay. I thought it said it was unlocked. What do we have here? Well. Room 201. Date in... Damn, give me a year. Okay. So, I'm gonna... I mean, the letter didn't say... The letter from my boss didn't say either. So, Stephen Moss is... room 201, and then the number was 600-730-7684. And he checked in on 321, and then, like the Hotel California, he never checked out. Was that what we picked up in the tray over there? Okay, he's not on this list for sure. I thought that said like Linger Boy, and I just thought it might be the next hot tune to drop. Next hot mixtape. A case of Da Vinci wine. Why would they lock away the china? What if there was an emergency nice dinner? What we got here? Ooh, 204. I'm just going to take everything. 202, 203, 204, 201 is Steven. Let me look over here again. So I got 202, 203, and 204. And I really don't know anything about those people. I took a picture, so I'm not going to write anything down. Alright. Am I going to find dead bodies in this game? I'm messed up. I mean, it's 5 years on, so they might just be skeletons. Who knows? Some skeletons. Here's some of our usual customers. You might want to memorize this. 5 Walnut Avenue is the photo lab. So that's Oliver Gibson. The Roberts Estate, yes. Mr. Morris's house, Mrs. Hall's house. Great. And the church is 46 Silver Lake. Let me go back over here real quick. 46 Silver Lake, okay. There was something else that I saw that tripped an alarm. Roberts Relief Foundation. There we go. Which we found that Vivian was responsible for. The kind of banging on the piano that they just did reminded me of when we did a play at church when I was little, or younger, I guess, in my teenage years. And my youth pastor was like, he was telling me that I should there was a sad part of the play, and so he was like, just go and push some notes on the piano. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I like backed out at the last minute or something. And he went up to the piano, didn't know how to play a tune, and literally just like banged on the piano a few times. But like, just pressing random keys, to make it sound sad and a little bit spooky. And that's what that crash on the soundtrack just reminded me of. Just a gal chatting. Do I need the Bible? It's not letting me take it. Shucks. Alert the Gideons. 203. Well, okay. Alright, so I have to do that, and then it will let me. Okay. I really don't think that this game is going to try and scare me, but it's given me every single, like, this is exactly the kind of pacing and sound and stuff that a game that would be trying to scare me would do. So I'm just entirely too suspicious of it. I did have the thought of maybe our investigator was here to visit, or like was here at the same time as somebody else that he was like spying on or something. Maybe he got a room next door to them. But I think that's me overthinking it. Maybe not, though. Who knows? Hello, desk. So many Bibles. You can't even read it. Okay, so 201, this is Steven's room. Here we got a thank you for your rent payment as stated in your rental agreement. However, when rent payments are not received by the 4th, and he checked in on 3/21. You must pay additional rent because of a late charge due. So we know he had disappeared by April 4th. You did not qualify for rent discount. Please send a required rent in the amount of $85 at once to bring your credit up to date and remove it from the delinquent list. This amount must be paid within 7 days from the date of this notice. Okay, hold on. Does it give us a date, a number of days? Okay, so Rosalie Patterson, Mrs. Patterson, that P. Okay, well, shucks. We really do need to get in there. It does seem a little bit absurd that it's this abandoned. I mean, everything's still really nice, but I won't be too hard on the premise. I am not interested in critiquing on that level. Well, sure. So I'm guessing there's a record somewhere that I need to find. That's a little bit too point and clicky for this game. Okay, I've been playing for a little over an hour, so I'm going to stop here since I know that it saved when I left. But I'm also going to make a note to myself that the next place I need to go is probably to 5 Walnut Avenue to the Photo Lab to check out what Oliver Gibson forgot to return before he left town. And then, oh, and also that I have the 7 Black Pine Road key. So, okay. I'm enjoying it so far. I'll probably need to start playing it during the daytime so I'm not like a complete nervous wreck and I'm, losing my heart every time I open a door. But, thanks for watching along if you did, and catch you next time.